morning. It is August 1st and I slept terribly. My sleeping pad has a freaking hole in it, like a bigger one than the one that was in third rest, because this one deflates within 30 minutes. Till I'm on the ground, basically. And so I only got 3 hours of sleep last night, and I am in this tricky situation where I might have to just deal with it one more night, which is kind of a blessing in a way. I only have to deal with it one more night, because I noticed it was deflating quite a bit yesterday night, or not last night, but yesterday night. But it wasn't as bad, but last night was really bad. But the tricky thing is, I'm 20 miles from town. I could technically get to town, but I'd get there at like 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock. Because we don't go directly into town, and you have to get a ride in and stuff. And that's like not worth it to me. To get in that late. Kind of, I don't know. I'm so tired. So yeah, I might do a 15, 16 mile day or 18 mile day, whatever, get as close to town as possible. I gotta look at the camping, if there's even good camping, and then I'll hike in. But yeah, I don't know how much I'll film, but I read a book until 2, and then I was tired enough to try to fall asleep. But at least I don't feel too sore right now from sleeping on the ground. Anyways, I'm gonna get hiking. That's one thing I also forgot to mention. Town got screwed up. Going into town got screwed up. Or I screwed up. So, or maybe far out screwed up. Anyways. So, when I went to do mini resupply in Saya Valley, I clicked from town to town. And it says the next town is Ashland. And from where we camped last night, it's 10.4 miles away. But that is wrong. That is so wrong. It's actually 20 something miles away. For whatever reason, the Far Out app is in the town to town icon area. It calculated it wrong, and it could be because it's at the end of the map. For this section, like Oregon starts a new map section, so I have to like go into a whole different little area on my phone to look at the Oregon stops. So, and I wasn't the only one. Sticks also thought town was only like 10 miles away at one point yesterday, until Hiko corrected her. And so I started eating all my snacks yesterday, and then I realized I had to slow down. Thankfully, thanks to Stick's mom, she had bought some fruit as trail magic to hikers, so I had like 2 bananas, and I'm carrying an apple, so I can help extend some of the food a bit if I don't go into town tonight. But yeah, it kind of screwed everything up a little bit, because I knew my sleeping pad was probably deflating yesterday, and so I was like, okay, well, I can just deal with it for one night, and I'll be into town really early, and I can go to the outfitter or like try to find a leak, and then I'm not as close to town as I thought it was. Guess we're around mile 1700, which means I'll have 950 left to the border. That's cool. I don't think you can really hear it on camera, but there's so many wildflowers that I can hear the bees just buzzing like crazy. Not so much in this part, but back on all those purple flowers, they were just like, sound like a hive swarming in a way. They're just everywhere. It's been a while, but it looks like we might have some newer flowers. Got these, these purple ones. And then let me cross this little stream. And then these ones are popping up. And a little bit of tiger lilies, but we've seen those before. Yeah, that's pretty neat. So it took me a second to realize what this was, but it looks like it's like a little moth or something. It's August 2nd, and I'm going to zero tomorrow because I might have to go to REI in Medford. I gotta see if my sleeping pad has a hole in, well, it has a hole in it. I'm going to try to find it and patch it tonight. If I can't, I need to go to REI in Medford tomorrow and replace it. I also need to do 2 resupply boxes, plus my own regular resupply, and this is the most food I've ever bought. I'm still missing one thing that I've been looking, that I need to look for in this town, but I need to go to all the different gas stations to find it because I haven't found it yet. But yeah, I thought I would show you some of the stuff I get when I eat stuff on trail. So this last stretch, I did not do any dehydrated meals. I found that I was a lot hungrier, and I ate pretty much almost all my food. So this time I'm doing them again. So I have, my only option was mountain houses. So I'm gonna, this one's new, I haven't had it before. And chicken teriyaki, I think I've eaten before. Chili mac is new. But anyways, I've got 3 for my resupply to Crater Lake. Then I'll make in a box for Crater Lake, and then I'm making a box for Shelter Cove, I believe. I'm taking Old Faithful's advice about Crater, like where to send boxes if you were to go northbound, and those are the 2. And then I have Welch's, I have some ramen, peanut M&Ms. I'm gonna try the dinosaur gummies. What I'm looking for though is the Haribo Twin Snakes one, because one's sour and one's sweet, and I really, really love the way that it's sour and sweet. I've not been able to find them yet, so I need to hit up all the gas stations. I'm gonna go back to the UPS store tomorrow and try to find them. These sour bears are pretty good, so I want another one of those. It's just the convenience store I went to only had one. I have goldfish. I have these Snyder pieces. Gardettos, pretzel sticks, because I really like salty stuff. Dried mango. I'm going to have some dried apricots. Pre-cooked bacon is always a good thing. Bagels. I don't like the bagels chips in here. I hate those. But Chex Mix, more ramen. I wasn't sure if this town had any dehydrated meals, but then Naomi and Daddy Longlegs knew that there was a Buy Mart, and I guess they're a version of Walmart, but just Oregon-based. And Naomi called them and asked them if they had dehydrated meals, and they did. And so I'm very grateful for that. But in case I didn't get any, I was going to have these heavy things because I eat these kinds of things back home. So I have one of this, and I have this one. I'll still put them in a box. Something new that I haven't packed out yet is graham crackers. So I'm going to do that. More mango, more of that. I really like these, the kettle corn. These are heavy, but I love these things. I love these things so much. I always carry out some of them if I can. So there's 12 of them, so 3 of them will go in each resupply. So for meat, summer sausages, and then snack bites. I prefer these over any kind of jerky. These, I don't think I've had yet, so I'm going to try these. And more cooked bacon. And, of course, different types of electrolytes and all kinds of stuff like that. And, yeah, just more meat and all the Ziploc bags. Because some of the stuff, like these, I'm splitting into 3. So I can't keep it in its original package because I'm splitting them up between the boxes. So yeah, and then when I go to town, hold on, I, for some reason, wanted salsa and chips, so I got those. But I always get fruit. I have blueberries, and I ate my raspberries. This time I was tempted by cheesecake. I usually always get some type of pickle. I love sunflower seeds, so I like to eat those. I started bringing these out on trail now. Before I didn't, but now I do. Of course, sugar snap peas is always a good choice. And I haven't had one of these in a while, but I like these kinds of suckers, the caramel apple ones. And of course, soda, but for the soda, that's an old bottle. For the soda, I always want it in a can, and I will specifically go to various gas stations or convenience stores until I find one that has cans. And if I don't, then I reluctantly get it in a bottle. But I love my soda in a can. I do not like it in a bottle, but I will still buy soda in a bottle because I'd rather have some soda than no soda. So yeah, I'm going to zero here for tomorrow because, like I said, I might have to go to REI. And the good news is there's a bus, a city bus, that can take me there and back. Because it's like a 40-minute one-way trip, but the town's only like 20 or 30 minutes away or something. It's like fairly close. And I also have to mail resupply boxes, which I normally don't do on a trail. But one thing about Oregon is there's very, very long stretches between like real towns. So after I leave here, I'm going to be hitting resorts, like ski resorts, quite a lot. Just in general, like between here and Sisters or Bend, which is in like 200 and something miles. It's like there's one like town, Chalmute, Oregon, but it's really not. It's like Syed Valley, where it's just like one little unincorporated bit kind of in a way along a main road. So you can kind of like get some snacks there, but it's not really like I wouldn't be able to get, you know, stuff like this there or stuff like this there, and I'm not okay with that. So I can only survive on just potato chips for so long. I need my dried fruit. What else was I gonna say? So yeah, anyways, because you're hitting up a lot of resorts and your resupply options are, well, for me, a little limited on the foods that I would want to. Like, they're more of a top-up option for me, not like a full resupply option for me. Because they might carry a lot of like the traditional hiker foods like tuna and tortillas and things like that, but I don't eat any of that. I don't like any of that. The only traditional, more hiker food that I eat is ramen, and that's very occasionally. What else? So yeah, so I got to send a couple of resupply boxes, one to Crater Lake or Mazama Village, and the other one will go to, I believe, Shelter Cove, and then that should help me get to the next real town, I'm hoping. So Anyways, I'm gonna get off this. I still have a lot of town chores to do. I've been running nonstop since I got into town, like quite literally. It's 6 p.m. something. I still have to do laundry. I still have to find the hole, because if I can't patch it, that 100%, I have to go to Medford tomorrow. And I'd rather figure that out sooner than later. And I still have to do all my socials. I am so behind in socials. I didn't do any in Sayed Valley. I barely did any in Etna. I am on day like 104, and all my socials are like day 87 or day 84. So I have a lot to catch up on because I do things daily. And I really want to relax too. And if I wanted, I don't think, the more things I can get done, just like one after another, the faster I'll get finished, and I'll be able to maybe relax at some point tomorrow. Also went to Goodwill and got myself some new shorts because the ones I was wearing, they were way too big and they don't have any drawstring in them. And I had to clip them together to wear them properly. It's been like that for like 100 miles now. Or wait, no, when did I get these? I got these in Bernie, since Bernie. It's been like this. But now I have ones that fit and like fit perfectly without tying the drawstring. So if I lose a little bit more weight, I won't have to replace these shorts because I'll be able to drawstring them. So, very productive day, but like I said before, I need to still do laundry and find that hole in my pad, so I'm gonna get off of here and do that. Took me a while, but I found it. It's in here. Right now I have some sealant on it. But yeah, there's a couple of little pinholes in this baffle right here. Sorry, as I was saying, there's a couple of pinholes in this baffle here, so I'm going to, actually, I think some water got in here, so I'm going to wipe this, put some liquid sealant on it, and then I have this patch I'm going to try to put on it. I'm going to cut it down though, so it's closer to that size. And hopefully that'll work. So I'm in town for one more night. I'm working on socials right now, but I'm gonna get food. And I am looking outside. The smoke is pretty bad today. Like, I don't know if it's just settled more in the valley, but it is pure gray. There's like no blue at all. But it could be just settling in the valley. But yesterday, at least it was bluish sky. But it's so hazy out here. I can smell it pretty good. Sorry, I know you're probably like, a lot of you are like so used to wildfires around your areas, maybe where you live, but we don't have them really in Wisconsin, like at all. These are just my thoughts of just experiencing it more. The farther we hike north, the more we're going to be dealing with it, because again, they're not near the trail, but there's a bunch of them. There's like 3 or 4 in Oregon right now. Got my burrito bowl, my California roll, and my garlic edamame, and that's gonna be my lunch.